So there was some questions. They were like, some comments that I saw, and they were like, how is he funding this? And you told me later how.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you wanted to like...
About the business sale?
Yeah, because,
Yeah.
It's also good because people are probably like, oh, he just comes from family money, this, that, and the other thing. So it's like...
Yeah, no, my parents aren't rich. And this is the whole thing about living life. Like, I'm a big believer in, I believe you only live once, and that's as good as we know, that's all you get. And
you're guaranteed this one, so... Yeah,
you're guaranteed this life. So one day I was at work, and I was just, something happened, and I had like 30 sometimes I had 30 employees, There was a lot of stress and a lot of work, and I just thought, there's got to be better things to do in life than just work till I'm 60 and, retire and I'm too old to do anything. I really wanted to do what I like doing, and that was driving my car. So I had a choice. I said, right, I can drive my car. It doesn't pay very well here. So what I thought is, I go, right, if I sell my business, that gives me financial freedom to get everything to America and set myself up and get rid of a lot of my bills because I wouldn't be making any money. So I did it. So I sold my business, and I literally packed my car up and come over here. And at the moment, it doesn't make any money, but there's the option down the track if I want to move and get a visa and all the stuff and come here and, and the burnout sport's big enough, you can quite easily make a living because America makes that happen. Australia doesn't make that. If Australia makes a lot of money off burnouts, the promoters keep it. The drivers don't get it. So but here there's that many more events, and you can actually sort of probably, TV shows and this and that, and I've got a bit happening on the side with other stuff that we got going on, which hopefully is going to turn in some good money. And there's definitely a light at the end of the tunnel, and none of this would be possible without being in America. So it was by far the best decision I've ever made, is to do what you want to do, just take the risk. And if it doesn't work out, and in 12, 16 months time, I send my car back to Australia, I had the time of my life. I did everything I said I was going to do. Biggest thing I find is people tell you they're going to do stuff and they don't do it. They don't follow through. And that's one thing I've said to myself. If I make a plan and say I'm going to do this, I need to follow it out.
Yeah. And your business, you were paving, right?
Asphalt and bitumen, yeah.
So you could always start that back up.
Well, I can't because I signed a file. I can, but not for a long time. And
okay.
Yeah, I still own machinery and stuff, which I could sell if I got tight on money. It's just sitting in a paddock right now. But I just leave it there. It doesn't cost me anything at the moment. So, but as I said, if I would get to the end of my life and I hadn't done what I'm doing right now, I'd kick myself because it's just, it's the ultimate feeling of just doing what you love and trying to make the best out of it, as opposed to doing what the sheeps do and the herds, and which is not really trying to live out their dreams. I didn't want to be that person. I wanted to try and shoot for the stars. And, if you land on the moon, big deal. But, and if it all fails, and if it fails and there's every chance it could or would, I can live with the fact knowing I gave it 110% and I gave it a shot, and I'm happy. I'm happy with that decision.
Yeah, I love to hear that. I'm glad you went into that a little bit because a lot of people see what you're doing and they do the must be nice, somebody probably is footing the bill for this and all that kind of stuff, and a lot of people get that conception about a lot of people, but hearing that you just kind of pushed all the chips into the table and said do or die, make or break type of situation here,
and a lot of these guys coming are in exactly the same position.
Really?
And there's another guy, Kieran, he's got another car coming. He's on his own container because the timeline didn't work out. But he rang me up after our first podcast and he goes, dude, you've inspired me. I said, what are you talking about? He goes, I'm going to sell everything I own and I'm going to put my car in a container and I'm going to take it to America. I'm just going to see what happens. And I'm just going to live my best life and, hopefully I can make something with it. If I don't make something out of it, I've had a great time and I'll somehow get back to Australia and go back, get a job and go back to a normal life. But people see the opportunity that this, and you honestly live in America is the greatest country in the world when it comes to opportunity. And that's no more evident than now. It's like I can see why people do what they're doing, but all of us Aussies just want to come over here and say, dude, try and experience it all. So
well, we got 400 million people in this country. There's so much there's so much going on, and there's so many people, and even Australia is only populated right around that one little coastline. Yeah. Like most of it's kind of empty, and most of it's like coal mines and
desert.
Yeah, desert and cattle. So like it's just a little different of like a culture, I guess, and the opportunity is so different.
Yeah, and it's refreshing too to be surrounded by people like that are literally willing to throw everything away on the chance to do something special. So
guys, thank you for tuning in to the Bogetti Clips YouTube channel. For the full podcast, check us out on Bogetti Studios YouTube and all your audio platforms. Also, hit that subscribe button to not miss out on any of the new Bogetti clips coming up.